All right, guys, how's it going? Did you watch the darts last night? Yeah. Everyone's a darts fan now, innit? Some of you know that I used to go every year to the PDC World Championship with my two kids, and we'd stay about 10 days in London. It was our annual get-together, and we had a fantastic time, as Brendan Rodgers would say. But we don't go anymore because they're grown up and all that. But we used to go to the darts all the time, to that tournament, and when I used to go, people used to go, oh, darts, it's boring, innit? And I used to be like, no, you're thinking about, you know, the old shitty darts, you know what I mean? This is fucking great. If you ever get an opportunity to go to the darts, go to the darts, fucking mint, right? Now, everyone loves the fucking darts now, don't they? Now, that Luke Littler, right? I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, poor lad. It'd have been, right, listen, you fucking Man United fan, fuck him. Little cunt. No, I wanted him to win, yeah. How are you doing? You all right? Listen, Andre, we haven't spoke about him for a while. I do bring it up in conversation on the stream sometimes, but I know some of you miss the streams or you're in different time zones and things. So I thought I'd just give a quick, update on where I am with it. For some time, we've been told that he's going to go to Fulham, basically, or that they were the favourites to sign him. Liverpool put a lot of work into that deal, and I don't understand why our interest suddenly stopped, if you believe it stopped, which is the suggestion. So everybody says it's done. I am yet to say that. You know, like when I say done, rewind. Everyone is suggesting it's finished, like our interest is finished. I have not got to that yet. I don't know, but I'm just surprised that there's been no official announcements from Fulham, for example. You know, there's a deal agreed. Maybe we'll see something like that very soon. What confuses me is the effort that was put into trying to make this deal happen. So if a deal doesn't progress, why is that? Right? You can ask yourself that now. Normally, if a deal doesn't progress, it's to do with finances. This is a deal that financially makes sense. It's not a difficult deal to make happen. It's within, FSG territory, if you like. So I don't think it's anything to do with finances. The other thing that you normally can come into is that another player is identified that you would consider a better player, and maybe not in January. So the problem might be, we are totally speculating here. The problem might be, well, who is it's available in the summer? And, we spoke to his agent and the feedback is he'd be down for it. So do you want to move in January for him, or would you rather wait in summer for him? That's a possibility of what might be happening. Sometimes you do get we say it's not about finances, but sometimes a player's transfer fee, the salary can all sound good, but then maybe an agent has said, yeah, but I want this. And that is a common occurrence sometimes when clubs go, you know what, now we're not fucking doing it. Okay? So there are many possibilities as to why something hasn't proceeded. I have to be honest with you, anyone that I have respect for or that I've known over the years associated to the website, they're not talking about Andre. It's just gone dead quiet. And I was told that the relationship with the president there and Liverpool was very good. So it's a bit of a mystery, is what I'm basically trying to say. Like, what the fuck, what's going on? He doesn't choose Fulham over Liverpool, right? So if that does happen and he goes to Fulham, and there's reports saying Fulham beat off Liverpool or he turned Liverpool down, no one in the right fucking mind is going to believe that, are they? Do you know what I mean? Not being disrespectful to Fulham. Well, maybe Fulham fans think I am, but you know what I mean? Like, if your chick leaves you for some strapping big fucking old, fucking ripped fucking gadget that's just got 10 million in bank and you're just a little fat fucker like me, you know what I mean? You're not going to be surprised, are you? You know what I mean? So, it's life, innit? You know what I'm saying? It's not being disrespectful to me. I just... Yeah, you've made a good point. So, he hasn't gone to Fulham yet. Maybe he will. We'll see. But my opinion then, because I know you're thinking, go on, don't. What do you think? But I think we're still in there. And I feel a bit silly saying that, because everyone says no. I think it's classic stacking. I think Liverpool have stacked that deal. And what that means, it's a phrase that I coined. What I think that means, well, what I know it means, that That I know what that phrase means. It means stacked, right? And what I think that means is that Liverpool know they can have him in January. Liverpool know they can have him in January. He's, i.e., stacked. Oh, just got a notification come through on my phone. I'd like to look at that. I wish you could see that, guys. Right, we need to go now. I'll catch you later. No, so I think Liverpool know they can get him, right? And then it becomes a situation of, like Ryan Gravenberch or Birch, whatever the fuck you want to call him. I told you before, the summer transfer window, with regards him, he will either be the first in the summer or the last in the summer. There'll be no, he won't be the second or in the middle. It'll be first or last. First to signify real determination in the transfer market. We've snapped him up. They're going to go on and do this, this and this. That did not happen. It was the other option that I said, if we signed him. And he was last. And I think that's because Liverpool knew they had him stacked all the way through the summer. We know we can make that deal happen. We're going to focus on other things. Other things didn't happen, right? So at the end of the window, we can make that happen. Let's make it happen. And then they give you all that, like, oh, he was always trying to sign. Oh, it was so difficult to make it happen. Right? Well, in reality, we all know it fucking worked like that, right? So with Andre, my opinion, DKB, Dunk Knows Best, it's not just a fucking slogan, you know, right, is that Liverpool, all the personal terms are all right, all the transfer fees are all right, the player wants to move, the agent wants to move, his club are happy, the president are happy to sell him to us, but Liverpool don't want to do it at the moment. So that comes in with a gamble, right, because then Liverpool could lose him to Fulham, for example, and if that happens, that's just fucking life, isn't it? So it's a bit like when you may be buying an house, you're trying to buy an house and you think, well, I'd really like that house, but that one over there, should we go for that? Yeah. Well, we know how much they'd take. So if we make them a bid today, they'll accept it. We know that. So we're going to go and look at this. We're going to try for the other one, aren't we? Right? We're trying for another player, right? Get it. Andre's over here. He's the house you can have. We're going to try for the other player, the other house, right? Now, while you're around fucking doing that, someone comes in and snaps up the other house and you've lost it, right? So that could be Fulham. Could be. I'm fucking telling you. I think Liverpool have got him stacked. And I think that means that if Liverpool don't do anything this window and he is still available later in the window, that it could happen. Purely speculative. That's my thoughts, and I'm sticking to it. What do you think? Now, if Liverpool are not keen, Liverpool were extremely keen on this player, and suddenly they don't seem to be showing some urgency. That to me would suggest, I don't know, would suggest that Liverpool have somebody else of a more attractive, which is more attractive to the club. Now, Andre is a good player, very good player. So that's exciting if that's the case. But that might be a summer thing. So then we've got to say between ourselves in the comment section, maybe it's whoever. You know what I mean, guys? I don't think I'm making much sense from my videos today. I'm trying my best. Now, you might be new to my channel. You might not like my style. You might be like, well, but listen. If you think about everything I've said in this video, I could have completely spun that to make it sound like, one of my sources has said to me that Liverpool have got him stacked, and maybe I could make it sound all fucking interesting to me. It sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? And I could convince you that I'm an ITK. There are things I know about, but that's just not the real world, all right? And I'm not going to patronize people and say, well, I've been told this, when quite frankly, I fucking haven't. All right. So when you haven't been told something, you then have to do what we're doing now between ourselves in the comment section, is bounce it off each other and go, what the fuck is happening? Why did we not pursue something that we clearly did a lot of work with? Now, it's if you look at the parallels between Ryan Gravenberch and Andre, the way that deal, think how far back that deal went. Liverpool's interest and the communications, and the sightings of his agent, the backwards and forwards and everything. It was so obvious that it was, stacked, if you like. And that's what I think this is. I think it's stacked. There you go. Sorry if it's not exciting enough for you. He goes to Fulham, then Liverpool have let him go to Fulham. And Liverpool have obviously got somebody else lined up. I'm not going to waffle on anymore. I hope I've kind of given you my thoughts on it. And we shall see. We shall see. I wouldn't be surprised if we signed him at some point in January. But I think it will depend on what else happens elsewhere, you know, with the other shit that we're working on. Some of you think nothing's going to happen in January. I think something will happen. As of today's date. All right, guys. Don't be feeling sorry for him. He's a mank. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Please leave me... I've got another message now, but that's my best friend's mum commenting on one of my Facebook posts. If you have an opinion about any of what we've just discussed in this video, leave a comment. And if you want to buy me a drink, coffee, a coffee, or a beer or whatever, there's a little love heart button. I have update. If you look in the video description underneath every video, throughout the year, you'll see the names of everyone that's done that. We've just started a new year, so all last year's names have gone. And we've got Seano in there. Thank you, Seano. Seano supported me yesterday by hitting that. Is it a super thanks button or something? And Big John the other day. So I appreciate you guys, and they will be in the video credits, the comments section. What's it called? Description for the entire year. So if you want to be in there, want to show me some love, that's what you got to do. But yeah, more importantly, leave me a comment and read the video description and follow me on social media if you're on there. Not that I talk that much about football, to be honest. It gets a bit fucking... I don't know. Like, social media can be a bit toxic when it comes to football fans, you know. And I ain't really got... I appreciate your opinions because we're part of a great community here. I like to know what you guys think. And if I'm way off with things and you tell me, I have no problem with that. You know, I like to see what you guys are thinking, see if we're on the same page. But when you go on social media, there's some very, very rude people. You know what I mean? And I'm not a puff. I'm not allowed to say that. I'm not a pansy. I'm not allowed to say that either. I'm not soft. Do you know what I mean? Like, what I mean is I'm not wet. You know, I can take it. It's not a problem for me. I've had a lot of hate over the years, so I can take all of that. I've had professional haters. I just don't have the energy for it. Do you know what I mean? So, not after I've put my socks on in the morning. No. Right, speak to you a bit.